Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of how to self-publish your own short story. In this video, we'll be adding your book details and finally publishing. Let's get started. Okay, so once your interior file and cover has been uploaded, we're gonna head over and add our book details. So first thing, you wanna add a very attractive description of your book. In this example, I'm doing something that's really simple, but an easy thing to do is to go in and maybe look at the description on other books and use that to guide your description. Now you're going to add the categories and keywords. My book is a children's book, and so I'll specify that category. And then I'm going to find a couple other categories that my book falls under. So for example, if it's a fiction book, a fairy tale, or a folk tale. I'm also going to search for a couple other words, maybe like Caribbean or African, things that will align with the audience that my book is tailored to. And here you'll just see a few examples of those different categories that will fit your book. Alright, so once I've chosen my categories, I'm now going to add keywords. For each keyword, you want to make sure you add a comma after the words so that they're spacing them out correctly. So here I'm adding folk tales, African, zebra. You can add words like Sahara, anything that fits your book. So let's say, for example, you wrote a book about a shark in the deep blue sea. Maybe you'll want to include things like ocean, sea animals, sharks, creatures, anything that's going to help the audience that you specified your book for find the book that you created. Now you're going to select your audience. Again, mine is a children's book, and so I select children/juvenile. And if your book contains explicit content, you want to make sure that you select that little check button so that Lulu knows that there's explicit content in your book. Once that's done, you're going to want to set the retail price for your book. You have two options. You can either choose to set a fixed price or a specific revenue goal. So let's say you want to make $7 off of each book. Lulu will automatically put the list prices for the different currencies. If you feel that the list price is too expensive, you can always go in and reduce your revenue goal. But let's say you wanted to sell it for a fixed price, you can always set the price that you want to sell it at. What I would typically do if I'm selling it at $10 US, I would just go into Google and look up the equivalent of $10 US or the conversion rate into euros or whatever currency that you want to sell it in. Once that's done, it's going to show you your estimated revenue, which is the list price minus the print cost minus Lulu's share or the profit that goes directly to Lulu. Now you're going to want to add the payees for your book. So my name is already in here from my first book, How an Auntie Spun Madras, but it's very simple. You really just add your name, your information. You can also connect it directly to PayPal, which is the easiest option. And for that, what you're going to do is just add the email address associated with your PayPal account. And so here you just see me searching up my information. I live in the US Virgin Islands. And so I just go in and I keep adding the information. Once you've added all of your information, you're going to want to go in and add your PayPal email address. Or if you prefer receiving your payments by check, you can select that as another option. Under that, you'll see tax-related information. That's optional, but I do recommend putting it in if you want to avoid any trouble with the IRS. For now, I've decided to just leave it blank, and I honestly don't think I've added it for any of my other books, but that's a video for another time. So you'll go back in, add your PayPal email, and then proceed to the next step. You want to save this information, and here you'll be allowed to set your payees. So you can decide if you want to do a 50-50 split between two different PayPal addresses, or 100% of the shares goes towards one person, which is what I selected. If you look at the top of your screen, You can see check marks next to all of the completed areas. I actually noticed that in the details section, something was left incomplete. And so I went back to the details, and now I'm going in and I'm adding my description. This is a great way to make sure you're actually on track and all of the information is added properly so that you can move on to the next step. So for the description section, you want to ensure that you're adding something that really gives life and tells a lot about your book and the story that you created. Because this is just a simple tutorial, something really quick, I just added a really quick and easy description. Now you proceed back to pricing and payees, and everything is already completed, so you can go to the review section. Here in the review section, you'll see all the little details associated with your book, from the size to the page count to the paper type and the print cost. Keep in mind, the print cost is not the cost or the price of your book. This is just what it will cost to actually print it. So once everything looks good, you can hit confirm and publish. And as we wait for this to load, we'll get to the next point. And there, your book is successfully published. Once it's published, you have varying retail options. You can actually leave it as private access, where only you as the publisher can find this book, or general access, where other individuals can search for your book on the Lulu bookstore. For now, I'm just going to keep it to private access, and then you can order copies of your book. So here you can see the price that you'll be paying when you order copies of your book is just the print cost. And this way you avoid paying extra money to just give yourself revenue. And so this is an easy way if you want to keep books on hand. You order or you place a bulk order of your books, and then you can sell them in person or ship them to other areas. Here you can see all of your projects. So in the My Project sections, you see Why Do Zebras Have Stripes, which I recently published. And to the right, you see is private access. Thank you guys for tuning in to the How to Self-Publish Your Own Short Story 3-part series. I really hope this helps you on your self-publishing journey. And if you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment below and let me know what you want to see next time. Be sure to like this one and subscribe so you can keep up to date on all of my new videos coming out. Peace.